Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my kitchen. It's melon soup, egusi soup. So I'll be showing you how I made this soup. It looks so delicious and it tastes so delicious as well. So if you want to see how I made this soup, please keep watching. The video is kind of a little bit lengthy, a little bit kind of long, but that's because I don't want to cut off so many information. So that's why I have it to stay as long as it is right now. So like I said, if you want to watch this, I made this soup, please keep watching. And I also use cow intestine, which is the afano. So please watch to the end. This is the stockfish I'm gonna be using, so I'm just cutting that up and I will show you step by step how I made this soup. So let's get started. So this is the stockfish that I cut up. I cooked them for about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna set them aside and put them in the soup at the right time. The next one will be the chicken. So this is the chicken I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using the hard chicken. So if you're cooking soup with chicken, I will recommend you use the hard one. So this is the iko koko for adandene ruguanu. So that's right here. So I washed this and cut them up. So they kind of appear to be pretty long. As you can see, that's pretty long length there. But once they get in the hot water and start cooking, they shrink really fast. So you wouldn't even notice that they are all that long. So that's the afuano, the cow intestine. So here is the cow meat I'll be using. So I already washed them and cut them up to the size that I want. And these are the ribs. So they always come in this long size. I wish I could cut it like half, but I can't do that. I'm not a butcher man, so I don't have those big knives they use to butcher stuff. So I'm just gonna set it aside and leave it that way. Is the bomo. You can call this bomo, you can call it kanda, you can call it whatever name you know this way. So I know them to be kanda or bomo or any other name you can think of. So that's what I'm gonna be using this today as well. Thing I'm gonna also be using is the mackerel fish. So this is the mackerel. I already cut them, washed them, clean, so they are ready to go to the pot. So, and the next, so I already washed this fish and deboned them. There is no bone in this fish anymore, so they are all ready to go into the pot at the right time. And this is what I know this to be dawa dawa. I hope I'm right. If I'm wrong, please correct me at the comment section. Let me know what this is if you know what it is. Here is the oziza leaf. Oziza leaf is also good. It gives taste to the soup. Yeah. I'll be using some onions because I'm making egusi soup. I kind of like onions when I'm making egusi soup. So you have to have some of this. And I have crayfish. So I'll be using that crayfish. I like using more of crayfish instead of stock cube. So I just use a little stock cube and use more of the crayfish. So, and here is the Cameroon pepper. I'm touching this like this because I have my gloves on. If I don't have gloves on, I probably won't be touching pepper that way. So please, if you don't have any gloves on, use your spoon. So this is my Cameroon pepper and this is my Scotch bonnet pepper. So I will be using all of that for the soup and 2 stock cube. So I'll be using one of the stock cube for the steaming of the meat and the non-cube when I'm cooking the soup. So I don't need a lot because I have a lot of crayfish here. So that's why. And the last part is I got my palm oil for the soup. Palm oil for the soup. And the egusi that we're going to be using today. This egusi has so many ways you can actually make egusi soup. You can do frying method, you can do non-frying method, you can do the molding method. So there are so many ways you can make egusi soup. So I'm going to be showing you one of the ways you can make your egusi soup, and they'll all turn out to be great. So let's get started. Okay, now let's start cooking. So this is the pot, because I'm using a lot of meat and fish, so I'll be using this big pot. I'll pour the chicken in, the kanda, the cow intestines, so the afano goes in there as well. So I'm not going to be adding the stockfish because that stockfish is already cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and put the stock cube. Put the stock cube that I'll be using. And put some salt. Put some salt and let this cook through for a few minutes. And I'll come back to show you once I'm ready to proceed to the next step. Okay, let's check the pot. There you go. So all this water came from the meat cooking for about 5 minutes now. So this has been cooking for about 5 minutes. I'll go ahead and add a little water more to help the momo. So I added more water, the amount of water I'm going to be using for this cooking. So go ahead and add the water you'll be using based on the amount of soup you'll be using, you'll be cooking. So I'll put the mackerel fish right now, and once they are cooked, I will get them out of the soup.
Mommy, you can have cookies.
Okay, you need to be patient. So as you can see, I'm trying not to push this down inside the pot because I don't want them to break. So once I'm done doing that, I'm just gonna cover them up and have them cook for another 5 minutes. Then I'll get all the mackerel fish out. So this has been cooking for a couple of minutes now. So I'll go ahead and get all the mackerel fish out and set them aside, okay? Then I'll come back to show you what I will do next. So this is all the cooked mackerel fish. So I already got them all out of the meat that is cooking. So I just have this meat cook for a few more minutes. I went ahead and put the stockfish back in the pot. Got it? So that's my pot right there. Go ahead and scoop in the oil. You don't want to have the oil to cook so much. You don't want to fry the oil. Once the oil is melted, go ahead and put the oil. Here is the, I already have this egusi soaked up in the water a little bit. So just go in there like that.
Once you add the melon seed, which is the egusi, the thickener for this soup, you have to continue turning it until it's cooked. You have to do this for like 3 to 5 minutes, turning continuously, because when you leave egusi, it gets burned pretty fast. I need to switch to my turning stick. That's my favorite. I like this my turning stick a lot than the regular spoon. So I have been frying this melon seed, which is the egusi. I've been frying this for about 5 minutes now. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the local seasoning, which I used a little bit of egusi to grind. The local seasoning I grind was the ebehi and the dawa dawa that I showed you guys earlier on. So I just pour them back into the pot and stir them for like 2-3 minutes, and then scoop them back into the soup. So once you're done frying the melon seed, the egusi, just go ahead and scoop them back into the meat that you already cooked. If you don't want your soup to be too thick, go ahead and add extra water to your desired amount, because egusi gets thicker once it's done cooking. So I just want to let you know that you can add more water if you want. At this point, after you're done turning the egusi, the melon seed, put all the crayfish, stock cube, Cameroon pepper, all the seasoning that you have for this soup. Go ahead and put them now, and also put the fish, the dry fish, and we'll put the mackerel fish later, but just in a little bit we'll put the mackerel fish. But for now we'll just leave that because we don't want them to break. Please, I just want to say you guys should forgive me about the background noise. Yeah. My family just came back, so there's a lot of background noise in the house. So I hope you don't mind. So at this time, I'll add the mackerel fish and then cover them again. And the next will be the uziza leaf. I'm just adding a very tiny bit of uziza leaf in this soup. Like I said, you can keep that out if you don't have them. It's not necessary. Okay, after I add the mackerel fish and the uziza leaf, I stir them for a few seconds, cover them for like a minute or two. Then I come back and put my vegetable, which is frozen spinach. So they have been sitting out for a while since I started cooking the soup, so they already defrost. So I put them in and stir them. So and cover. This is the end of the soup. This soup is ready. After I put the vegetable, I cover this to let it cook for 2 to 5 minutes, and this soup is ready. Look at how good it's looking. So I'm gonna dish the soup out so you see how it looks. Okay guys, this is the finished product of this delicious egusi assorted meat. So, and I'm gonna be using gari. Today I have gari for this soup. You can use, like I said, you can use whatever kind of swallow. You can use fufu, amala, gari, whatever pounded yam, whatever swallow you have available. Just go and do some justice to this delicious soup. Looks so good. This is really good. And I don't like my egusi soup to be too thick, because the more, like in a couple of hours, look at those afan, those cow intestines. This is how small it looks. So the more this soup stays, like after a couple of hours, it gets thicker. So you don't want your soup to be too thick right from the beginning, because it's gonna get thicker as the day goes by. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification button, leave any comments below, any suggestion, anything that you think I did wrong with this soup, let me know. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Bye bye.